Polly Baca is the closest thing you will find to a professional shatterer of glass ceilings. She has broken one after another in her 6 decades in Colorado politics. First Latina to be elected to both houses of a state legislature anywhere in America. First Latina nominated by a major party for a seat in Congress. First Latina to chair a national convention. And she is at this Democratic National Convention in Chicago, her 16th time.
Bear with us. Thank you for your patience. I know it's been a little trying.
There's a difference between having patience
Wait a minute. I wanted to ask you.
and waiting around for something to happen.
Yes, it's amazing.
Polly Baca preaches patience while also spreading the gospel of doing the work
It's your 100th time in my purse.
for as long as it takes.
Oh, you mean taking a picture with me?
Oh, yes.
I'm honored.
No, I'm honored.
But I've been in this game now, 60 years I've been coming to these Democratic conventions.
This is her 16th, every one since 1964.
The things that I fought for in the 60s, we still haven't reached full parity. But we're a lot better than we were then.
Polly Baca has seen the best and worst of America in her 83 years.
We had, signs in stores in Greeley and Fort Collins and other places that said no Mexicans or dogs allowed. So it was a difficult time growing up, which is why I got involved in politics, because I saw politics as the avenue to change the laws. And I knew at that time that you could change the laws when you wouldn't necessarily change the hearts of people. But eventually, if you change the laws, the hearts follow.
Thank you all for everything.
Baca's been up close for some of the hardest and most heartbreaking times in American politics, alongside LBJ working for civil rights. There, the night Bobby Kennedy was killed. In Chicago in '68 to enlist Teddy Kennedy, the night that violence erupted in the streets. And alongside her friend Cesar Chavez in his long march for workers' rights.
I was actually the co-chair of the National Convention in 1980 and in '84.
We Democrats are lucky.
And how she became the first Latina to do so many things at the state and federal level, knowing that being first often means starting work others will finish.
So I introduced pay equity in 1980. It just took 40 years to get passed. But it got passed. It got passed.
Patience, they say, is something of a saintly virtue.
Well, we'll see you at the rest of this convention.
And that is why so many people
Hey, Rudy, how are you?
revere Polly Baca. Polly Baca says that she feels worried in a way that she has not at any point in her 60 years in politics. Worried that if Donald Trump gets back into power, that he and his party might refuse to ever give it back up again. And she says she's concerned that the American democracy that she has devoted a lifetime to might not be strong enough to hold.